Forget what you have learned, all of it. If you want to move forward in your life, if you want to change something, heal yourself, or create something really nice, beautiful in your life, you have to forget about everything what you have learned until now.
Because let's look at this. When you were born, you had parents, you had people around you, and they started to teach you things. They started to teach you things about the world. They said, this is a tree, this is a cat, this is a car. And you started to learn and memorize all these things. And the beauty about a child, a newborn, is they have this kind of emptiness in their eyes. When they look around, you can see it with their big glassy eyes. They don't look at something and think, oh, that's a tree, I'm done, okay, I'll look at the next thing. They are just looking at how big it is and the color, and who knows what's going on in their minds. But as soon as we teach our children the words, we are setting a limitation on something, because we all came from source. We all came from nothing, and we will go back to nothing. And once we start to use words and we communicate and we have different languages, it creates separation.
I was falling asleep yesterday evening, and I had 2 dogs here to watch, to babysit. And I reminded myself how it felt when I had my Luna, our dog of 13 years, with us. I always, when I was falling asleep, she wanted me to touch her, and I touched her. And our communication was with words, in some kinds of, don't get hit by a car and stop and come here and so on. But most of our communication was nonverbal. And I realized at night how my body felt with her next to me, and how my body could decode that it's her. Immediately I knew it's her, and it's not her puppies, or it's not other dog, it's not a person, it was her. And I felt this huge information for you too, that actually the body knows how it feels to have the dog next to me, to be leaning on me and putting the fur and the heat and breathe next to me. But I can't put it into words. I can't describe Luna into words. I can say, yeah, imagine a dog in your head, and you will just say, okay, that's a dog, that's a cat, that's a pool, and it's done for your brain. It's done. But if you come closer to that thing, to being, and you start to investigate, it's not only a dog, it's a being. It has its own energy. It has its own frequency, and manifests. Also, animals manifest very, very much, and it talks. It has its own personality.
She manifests food falling on the floor
or anything. But there is if you want to touch a kitten, it's so fragile and weak and dependent on you, and it melts your heart when you look at kitten. You can't say, that's kitten, that's puppy, and blah, blah, and that's it from my brain.
Something more happens.
But
when
something
you interact
more,
with them.
yeah, something more happens when you say it's a kitten, and then you come and touch the kitten. Your brain, your body knows exactly, and there's communication, which is non-verbal, which is no words. You can forget about everything in that moment.
It often comes from the heart.
And you can't ever describe this. And that's where we want to bring you. It is actually, we want to give you information about you manifesting and creating your life. You are in your life, and you want to create something better. You feel that there must be something better. You feel it with your heart, with your body.
And the dogs or the animals, our pets, they are not limited with words. We think they're limited because they can't speak to us, they can't express themselves, but they're actually the ones which are unlimited. When you see a dog just standing outside or sitting in the grass outside and looking at things, a dog is presence. They are in connection with the whole universe. They are connected with the world right now, and they are not thinking. They are not limited by these things. They're not saying tree, car, dog. It is a pure presence which they radiate. And the dogs, the pets, and the little children, the infants, they allow us to connect to that energy because we don't have the ability to communicate through our words with them.
We were traveling with Luna, and we went to this block of apartments, and she knew where is our apartment, where is our terrace, where we sunbathe, where she always sunbathes. But when a neighbor opened the door, she didn't know it's inappropriate to go to the neighbor's home, so she requested the neighbor if she's just coming over. It's basically her.
She just walks into strangers' houses.
No boundaries, no limitations. And also when we moved in a block of flats and there were like 4 families living, she was the one who absolutely broke all ice. She was immediately interacting with people like she knew them for ages. And we immediately started to communicate and talk to people because the dog was so limitless that we could also bond immediately with our neighbors. And it's because she doesn't have limits. She doesn't know, oh, don't talk to that person because this is a stranger. We first have to get to know each other and introduce to each other. No, she immediately started to be like comfortable with them, and she's like, okay, here I am.
And the reason why we share this with you and why it is so important for our journey to step into our future self is because we want to forget everything that we know, put our words aside, put our mind and thoughts away, and allow the universe and the world to collapse back into possibility.
We wanted to give you examples why you should forget about everything what you have learned. Because imagine that your body really doesn't speak English. Your body does know few commands like my dog. But other comments are more like pictures, which you have to put into your mind to create outcome. So I was saying to Raphael, when a person wants to eat a piece of chocolate, they don't say and read, I want a piece of chocolate. They are feeling how the chocolate feels in their mouth, how you're salivating when you're swallowing it. Your mouth is full of, saliva, and you're just feeling the feeling, your body feels the feeling, how it is to melt the chocolate on your tongue.
The body speaks in images, in visions, in emotions, in feelings. That's what's truly important. And for the body to truly create something in our life, we need to use feelings and emotions and visualizations, because these allow the body to feel. That's what the body truly understands, how you're feeling. When you're having negative thoughts, it creates a feeling. When you have positive thoughts, it creates a feeling. That's what the body is holding on to. That's what's important for the body. And if we want to step into our future, we want to take our body with us, of course. So it's really helpful when we are able to put the words aside, put our thoughts aside, and start to feel and embody the emotion that that future self would have.
Yeah, we are very limited with describing what's happening in us, within us, around us. We were taught the keywords for whatever we see, so we have a better communication between each other. But it's also much more beyond those words than this, and we are offering you this world right now. Just imagine how it would be if you don't see only car, but if you see people's work and all this beautiful minds putting together all the knowledge and creating this beautiful car which you are driving. And when I was cleaning my closet, I actually realized that I have to put away a lot of my clothes again and again and again, because I have recordings about every piece in my closet, what it meant, where did I buy it, who I was with, what I experienced in those clothes. And I was thinking, okay, do I want to remind me these experiences in these clothes, or do I want to move on and just get rid of it?
You have your clothes, and instead of just seeing the fabric or the beautiful colors or how it is put together, you have this story about it. You remember what you have experienced with it, and that's what you associate with that piece of clothing then. it no longer becomes that infinite potential, infinite possibility thing that you can observe and be in awe about. It becomes something very limited, very finite, and the thing is done for you. And if we want to create, then we need to open up again.
And if you feed to your body beautiful feelings like gratitude, love for life, or anything you can imagine and is beautiful, then your body will respond absolutely 100% exactly how you imagine to drink great beverage, which is totally amazing on a hot day when you want to have something cool and
Now I'm thirsty.
sparkling, you know, we are. Or hot if you have a chocolate in your mouth also, or ice cream. Your body speaks this language, your body knows exactly, but it's just codes. It's codes for the body. And beyond that is the whole experience, the whole feeling, which you can't ever describe, because we would be here until evening describing how ice cream is.
That's the point. It shouldn't be possible to describe it, because as soon as you're able to describe it, you're again limited and separated from infinite potential, infinite possibilities. So we can maybe now say that we learn a new language, which is body or consciousness. The body is a really wonderful tool for us to get what we want in our life. And we speak its language and we can start to feel our way into our future. That's when we will be subconsciously drawn to it.
So if you feel that you're not moving forward with your manifestations and with your creations, whatever you need to create in your life, then be playful like a little child who doesn't care what clothes they wear, what brands, what they are eating, or whatever the words mean, and try to tune into this ability which you already have, which somebody just made you to forget it, then that you want actually experience. You want something beyond that. So this new creation for you should be also some experience. I want to be rich is not enough for the body. The body doesn't know how to decode it. And you say it in a code, I want to be rich, I want to be wealthy, or I am wealthy, blah, blah. But the body doesn't feel any different between now and my wealthy body. So try to tune into it, what it really feels like. What's the experience of my wealth or abundance or my health, how it feels when I am just really relaxed and calm about my body. Can you comment underneath this video if you also, like us, forgot about the limitations of the words, and if you really understand what we were just saying, or if you're confused.
If you want to know more about this topic beyond words and share some more time with us, we recommend you this video here next.